Sporty Shorty. How you doing today?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
Good, good. So what we be doing around the world of sports today, huh?
Around the world of sports.
Okay.
Yep. Sporty Shorty back at it. All right. So we're gonna get into the Jets.
All right, all
We're gonna get
right.
into the Jets. This past weekend, my Jets beat the great Buffalo Bills
Good job.
20-17.
Nice.
I'm a Jets fan, but I didn't expect it. I've been saying that. I did not expect the Jets to beat the Buffalo Bills after what the Jets didn't do against the New England Patriots the week right before. But my Jets came through 20-17. The Jets are now 6-3.
Nice.
Right behind the Buffalo Bills, who are 6-2 now.
Very good.
So dare I say we can possibly make the playoffs.
Nice.
It's very possible. It's the first time I've said that about the Jets in a long time.
Been quite some time.
Been quite a long time. Since the Rex Ryan days.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last time we were sniffing the playoffs. So the story of the game was the Jets defense, as usual. Jets defense has been unbelievable all season, and they really stepped it up this past weekend. So I'm very proud of the Jets defense.
Awesome.
Just a great job defensively. That was basically the story of the game, and they made the great Josh Allen look very ordinary. Quarterback Josh Allen threw 2 interceptions and was sacked 5 times. And like I said, he looked very ordinary.
Aww.
And Josh Allen is an elite quarterback, but he didn't look elite against our Jets. So on the contrary, Zach Wilson, our quarterback, he had no interceptions. He managed the game. He didn't have a great game, but he managed the game well.
Okay.
He didn't look spectacular, but he didn't make any crucial mistakes,
Okay.
which was very good. I was happy to see that. Rookie Garrett Wilson, great receiving game on the offensive side. I've been praising Garrett Wilson all season. I just like the way he plays as a rookie. He doesn't play like a rookie. He doesn't play scared, and he makes big plays.
Nice.
So I'm happy for Garrett Wilson. Another big story was the running game. Our running game was very good. Very solid. Michael Carter did a good job. Our new pickup, James Robinson, did a good job. So I was very happy about that. So go Jets, keep it going. And we're right behind the Bills in the standings, and I like what I see.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Listen, they're not laughing about my Jets anymore. So I will take that. They are not laughing about my Jets.
Okay.
So I will take that. Teams play the Jets, and they know they got a game. They know that they got a tough team that's going to play hard, and it's not going to be easy. I'll take that any day.
Nice.
Next topic, we're going to get into boxing. This past weekend, Dimitri Bivol had a fight versus Gilberto Ramirez, also known as Zurdo. Bivol won the fight, which I expected.
Which most people expect.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision. He won it to me very easily. I think Gilberto Ramirez is a pretty good fighter. He's a decent fighter, a big guy.
He did a good job.
He did a good job. It's just
He tried his best.
not too many people are messing with Bivol.
Correct.
Bivol is the same guy who beat Canelo Alvarez.
Correct. Which is also no small feat.
Canelo's Canelo. Like, he's that guy. But Canelo was moving up from 168 to 175 to fight Bivol. And Bivol proved to be the bigger guy. And he backed Canelo down. And Canelo had no answer for the bigger Bivol, who's actually a really good fighter. I really was surprised that Canelo went up to fight this guy. But I give props to Canelo for even trying that.
Yeah.
I give him props for that, because a lot of fighters wouldn't have tried that. But Bivol is that guy.
He's that guy in his weight class.
At 175, he's that guy. But he's not just that guy in his weight class. There's another guy, Artur Beterbiev, who has 3 belts in that weight class at 175. That's the fight I want to see. People are talking about a rematch with Canelo. Don't really want to see it.
Not interested.
I don't want to see it. And they're talking about Bivol going down to 168 to fight Canelo. I really don't want to see that. I don't want to see him lose the weight. I don't want that. I think it's dangerous for fighters to lose weight like that. And there's no reason for Bivol to do that.
Right.
You fight at 175. You're a natural light heavyweight. fight at light heavyweight. Fight Better BF. That's the fight everybody wants to see.
Right.
At that weight class. That's the fight. If we're not going to get Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford right now, I want to see Bivol and Better BF get in the ring and fight.
Exactly.
Those are the guys at 175. They need to fight.
And is there any chance of this happening this year, or is slated to fight?
Better BF has a fight coming up against Anthony Yard, I believe. He's gonna have to get through that fight first.
Okay.
And then after that, maybe we could see a Better BF Bivol fight. That probably won't take place till 2023. You know, at the earliest. Hopefully, it does take place next year. I hope to see it next year, even if it's in the second half of the year. I hope it takes place. But that's the fight. That's the fight at 175.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, they do fight. They'll be fighting for the belts. Obviously, Bivol has a belt, and like I said, Better BF has 3 belts. So that'll be an undisputed light heavyweight battle.
Nice.
And I don't know who would win that fight because I think both of these guys are nice. So stay tuned. Hopefully that happens. Kyrie Irving.
Sigh.
Kyrie Irving.
Big sigh.
I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, but he has been suspended for a minimum of 5 games.
I think that happened right after.
It probably happened right after my last video, so the suspension probably didn't come down yet. But excuse my voice, I'm still a little sick, but I'm trying to get through it. Kyrie Irving again, minimum 5-game suspension. But what I really want to talk about is the NBPA, which is the National Basketball Players Association. It seems like they're going to appeal this suspension, which I don't really get.
Based on?
Based on the parameters of him coming back to the team, the Brooklyn Nets. Stephen A. Smith, who I have a lot of respect for, who does a great job for ESPN, seems to have a problem with this suspension as well. This suspension has parameters for him to come back to the team, and he has to fulfill certain things. I'm going to name some of the things. He has to condemn anti-Semitism, the film that he actually linked to. It's a documentary. He has to condemn that and apologize for the link that he put out, which I mentioned in an earlier video. He also has to donate $500,000 to anti-hate causes, which I believe he's done already. He has to complete sensitivity training. He has to meet with the Anti-Defamation League and Jewish leaders. And he also has to meet with the Nets owner, Joe Tsai, who previously he's been ducking. Joe Tsai has been texting him, and he's been ignoring his texts.
That's interesting.
He also had to meet with Adam Silver, who's the NBA commissioner, which he did yesterday morning. And it seems like they had a very productive meeting.
Yesterday being
Tuesday, November 8th. So reports coming back from that meeting was that it was they reached an understanding and they had a productive meeting. Whatever that means, I don't know, but it seems like the meeting was successful. But these parameters, I don't find them excessive, being that Kyrie refused to apologize when he was given multiple chances to apologize. He only apologized after he was suspended. So he did that part. But the other parts about meeting with community leaders and meeting with the team owner, which I don't think is unreasonable. The donation, I don't think was unreasonable, which he was willing to donate.
The donation, I know originally was made to the
I believe it was,
APL,
yeah.
And didn't they give it back?
I think they
didn't
didn't want it because
Did he redonate to
I'm not sure.
organization?
I believe that he donated to other organizations. I don't believe it was just the Anti-Defamation League.
Okay.
So I believe those donations did go through
And qualify for that.
and qualify for that.
parameters.
Yeah, I think that was satisfied. But I don't think he's met with I'm not sure if he met with the Anti-Defamation League yet, and I don't believe he's met with other Jewish leaders. And I don't believe he's met with Joe Tsai yet, because the Joe Tsai thing is the last thing that he has to do. You know, that probably would be the final meeting, is with the Nets owner to decide if he's ready to come back yet. Again, we don't even know if Kyrie is going to go through with all of this. That has yet to be stated.
Just he does kind of march to the beat of his own
Right,
drum.
he does his own thing. Another report that came out recently was that there was an NBA scout who said that while Steve Nash was coaching, there was a game where Kyrie blew off the coach's plays about 10 times in that game. Yeah, I blame Kyrie for that, but I also blame Steve Nash for that. If you have a player who's not running your plays, you take him out of the game. I wouldn't keep a guy in there who's not listening to my orders as a coach. You know, play somebody else. Put him on the bench. You know, there's no way. A point guard may blow off a call here and there once in a while because he just sees something different on the court, or a play breaks up and you got to do something different because the play's not working. I get that. But 10 times in one game, if this is true, to blow off your coach, I mean, it's totally disrespectful.
I mean, he's blowing off the owner. So
Right,
like,
yeah, I mean,
there's no
but
end
yeah,
to his
and the thing is,
disrespect,
my thing is, this is not just an off-court situation. This is
Right.
even an on-court
Within the
situation within the organization. And I have a hard time believing that you're going to get a player to do what you want him to do, a player like him, you know. This is his last season with the Nets, I'm pretty sure of it. I'm like, he's under contract for this last season. I don't see how he remains with the team after this season, even if he does come back and plays for them. One interesting note that just broke this morning, they're not going to hire Ime Udoka.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the interim coach, Jacques Vaughn, who's been with the Nets organization for quite a while, they're going to give him the head coaching job.
I mean, that seems
So
fair.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy
can't
for
be
him.
mad
I
at
can't be
that.
mad because he's
Yeah.
been with the organization.
He's
He's
doing
been a
this.
head coach before. He's been an assistant coach for many years. He's played in the league. He seems to be a well-respected guy. So I'm happy for Jack Vaughn. He's been in the system. He knows the plays. He knows the organization. Good for him. Give him a
Good for
shot
him,
and see
yeah.
what happens. So kudos to Jack Vaughn for securing the head coaching job. I'm pretty sure the team maybe didn't want to take a chance on Ime Udoka with everything that he's gone through, especially with everything else that they're dealing with Kyrie Irving, with Ben Simmons, and all this other stuff. So kudos to Jack Vaughn for getting the head coaching job. Hopefully, he can get the team going on the right track. But this Kyrie Irving situation is a to-be-continued situation. I don't know. I just don't think it's excessive. I don't understand really what the appeal is about. Sometimes the NBA Players Association, they have to do these things because they represent the players. But at the same time, I really don't think that his suspension and the parameters for him to come back are that extreme. I mean, I've taken sensitivity training at jobs that I've worked and I haven't done anything wrong. It's just required. So it's like you actually did something wrong and they want you to take some training. Don't think it's that big of a deal, especially the type of money these guys are making. I don't think it's that big of a deal. He has yet to really show him true remorse as far as I see it.
Right. And me personally, I don't even think he's going to.
No, I know he probably won't. But then again, the team has to decide what they're willing to deal with. Are they willing to deal with the fact that he's a super talented player and he just, beats to, his own drum? Are they willing to do that? It's what a team is willing to do, what they're willing to deal with. If he was a lesser talented player, they wouldn't deal with this.
No, this would not be happening.
It wouldn't even
if
be
they weren't dealing
happening.
with him.
Right. They would have waived him a long time ago. But he's a superstar talent, and teams are willing to deal with more when you have a superstar talent on your team.
Which is sad.
Because there's
On a
plenty.
human level.
Yeah, it's sad because nobody else would be able to get away with this at their job. And he needs to be held accountable for his actions. Also, the NBA, if you don't know, yesterday was Election Day, November 8th. The NBA had a pretty good voting initiative to try to get people out to vote. They canceled all games yesterday. There were no games played, which I thought was really cool. Really cool thing for them to do. If you don't vote, think about voting. Think about voting. There's plenty of people who have died for the right to vote. It is your right if you are an American citizen. Exercise your right to vote. I'll leave it there.
Okay. Okay.
So that's all I have today. Like and subscribe, please.
Okay, and we appreciate you coming on and sharing your news this week, considering that you're still not feeling well, and we really hope that you feel better by definitely by the weekend.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So it's been rough, but I've been trying to battle through it.
All right. Well, God bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right. Peace.
it. Peace.